Hey guys, my name is Matimio, and today I have another episode of the Sunday Mailbox. This is a series I do on my channel where you guys submit me gaming or Battlefield related questions, and then I give my thoughts on them. If you would like to submit your own question, you can do so by sending me a YouTube message with the title line Q&A, and it could potentially be featured in an upcoming episode. The first question is, what do you think is the most powerful tool in Battlefield 3 and why? Is it the suppression effect, the dart, or even the sun? So first things first, DICE has confirmed that the suppression effect, they went too far with it, it's way too powerful and they don't like where it is right now. They're going to be toning it down more in line with what it was before the most recent patch. They haven't really confirmed when we're going to receive those changes. Hopefully it's in the near future. I'm kind of under the assumption that it's just going to come out when we get the new close quarter DLC, but hopefully we'll get it sooner. As for the mass dart, that's also a bug, and I really don't think that, in general, is the most powerful tool in the game. Yes, it's overpowered, but once it gets nerfed back to its original state, it's not going to be an issue at all. So back to your question, in my opinion, hands down, the most powerful mechanic or tool in your Battlefield 3 arsenal would have to be the spotting mechanic. It really is almost to the point where you are hacking in the game, if you use it effectively. Players that don't use the minimap and the spotting mechanic effectively are at a huge handicap to the players that take full advantage of it, and it really will feel like you're actually hacking, because essentially the spotting tool allows you should know this already, but allows you to know where the enemy is heading, what direction they're facing, and overall it just provides a lot of information on the battlefield for you, which you can then change the way you approach a different situation. If you know that there's 3 guys around the corner, you can wait for them to turn around or start spreading out a little bit and then pick them all off real quickly. If you know that an enemy is about to round the corner, you can hold back and then take him out. It really is one of the most powerful tools in the game. And even though the suppression effect and even the sun are extremely powerful, they pale in comparison to the power and the effectiveness of the spotting mechanic in Battlefield 3. The next question is, do you think that Claymores should be removed from Team Deathmatch? Support guys can camp in the buildings on Operation Metro, the hallways on Grand Bazaar, and be untouchable. They can also be placed between the crates on Karg Island and etc. This motivates camping and slows down the pace of the game. It's really hard to dodge, and as an aggressive player, it's extremely frustrating. So in my opinion, I think that not only should the Claymores be removed from Team Deathmatch, but they should be just completely removed from the game in general. I don't think that they are a fun mechanic. I never like them in any first-person shooter that I play in. Yes, it takes some skill to understand where a good Claymore mine should be placed, but with the Close Quarter DLC coming up, I feel like Claymores are going to be just this nuisance that is going to cause a lot of frustration for players. But one thing that we can do to combat this is, at least on PC, you can probably do it for consoles as well because they now have those dedicated servers, is that you can get on servers that don't allow you to use claymores or explosives, and I think that's going to be really popular when the Close Quarter DLC comes out. I predict that claymores are going to be used so often in the Close Quarter DLC that there's going to be a lot of servers out there that adopt this policy of not allowing support players to actually use claymores as their equipment, because it's just gonna, like you said, it slows down the match. It is very, very frustrating for players who round the corner and get taken out, and always trying to check around the corner if there's a claymore becomes tedious. And like I said, I just would like to see the claymores removed from the game. I don't think it really adds a layer of strategy. It really just, like you said, it slows down the match, and I think it's just added frustration. The final question for today is, do you think that DICE should add Recon-only personal defense weapons to the game? It would encourage Recon players to play the objective and make the class a more viable option. So I'm not really sure what you're getting at with this question, because the Recon right now, they can use all the personal defense weapons, and I really don't see how adding more options for the Recon class is really going to make the players that are playing the Recon class play the objective more. Because right now you have your bolt-action rifles, which are great for long-range engagements or medium-range engagements. You can take people out up close, but really that's not that viable. You also have the semi-automatic rifles, such as the SKS, which is good for medium to long-range engagements as well. Even up close, it does a lot better than the bolt-action rifles. And then you have the personal defense weapons, where you can use them up close and personal. So the Recon class really does have a lot of options at their disposal to tackle tackle really any situation. So I don't really see why they would need more personal defense weapons and how that would really contribute to them playing the objective more. Because really, right now, they have a lot of options to play the objective. I just think that a lot of players have the mindset when they're playing the Recon class is that the only way for them to play the class is to use the bolt-action rifles, stand 6,000 meters away from the objective, and try to snipe people. And that's just a mentality that a lot of players have. And I think there are some ways to combat that. I believe I talked about that in my previous video. So no, I don't think that they need more weapons. I just think that the incentives to play the objectives for the Recon class needs to be bumped up to get them closer to the objective, if that makes any sense. But that's it for today's questions, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, I would appreciate it if you could rate the video and also subscribe to my channel for more videos. If you would like to submit your own questions, you can do so by sending me a YouTube message with the title line Q&A, and it could potentially be featured in an upcoming episode. But until next time, guys, have a good one and take it easy.